What's up guys, OJ here. Welcome back to another PE News. Today we've got some awesome information for you guys. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so we're starting off with Platinum Games here. They are teasing a major announcement for February 27th, and it's due in the weekly issue of Famitsu. And that is a very interesting date because it might, just might, coincide with the Nintendo Direct. Now, I'm speculating here, but hey, you know what? A dude can speculate, right? So let's go ahead and get into this major tease of an announcement first, then I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. So Platinum Games will have a major announcement in the February 27th due issue of the weekly Famitsu, according to this week's edition of the magazine. Now, early in the month, Platinum Games did launch a brand new website called Platinum 4, with the first 4 sections later turning out to be the Wonderful 101 remastered, and 3 other sections that are yet to be known. So those are going to be through reveals. So this is probably the second big reveal of the Platinum 4. And in other related news with that, with the weekly Famitsu, they revealed that Bayonetta and Vanquish 10th Anniversary Bundle, which launched for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One on February 18th in the West, will launch for the PlayStation 4 on May 28th in Japan for 3,990 yen. Also, Bayonetta director Hideki Kamiya stated that development of Bayonetta 3 is going well. So there's a lot to dissect and unwrap in this here, guys. And let's just first start with the tease and how I'm trying to relate it with the Nintendo Direct that I think is going to be coming down. Now, the initial rumor that we did get with February Nintendo Directs is that we will see 2, count them, 2 Nintendo Directs. One of them being an Animal Crossing Direct, and the other one being a normal Nintendo Direct with multiple different games. Now, what we got revealed is that Thursday, the 20th, there will be an Animal Crossing Nintendo Direct, or an Animal Crossing Direct, that will have 25 minutes of information on Animal Crossing news. So that's pretty cool. So half of the rumor is true at this point. Now, what could coincide with that is the February 27th, there's a brand new announcement. Nintendo has a Direct. It's being promoted within there. Obviously, Platinum Games and Nintendo have a fantastic relationship because they were able to convince Nintendo to give them the Wonderful 101 for multi-platform publishing with Kickstarter. So it just makes sense. The pieces are starting to fall in line here for what we could see. But what could we see with the actual tease of this? I'm not really sure. I mean, the Wonderful 101, that was not a super surprise or anything because you knew that Platinum Games really wanted to make the Wonderful 101. They wanted it to be multi-platform. They wanted it to come out on modern consoles. They really want this franchise to be something. So that wasn't too surprising when I saw that. But what's next up? We have no idea. Could it be a classic Capcom IP that they've worked out a deal with Platinum Games in order to get something done there? I wouldn't put it past them. Maybe a sequel to Okami, something new along those lines. I mean, that could be it. How about Beautiful Joe? Something like that could be in the works as well. We just don't know what they're doing. We do know that they're working on a game, the Babylon's Fall, for the PlayStation 4 with Square Enix. So we know that's coming, but that's published by Square Enix. And I'm pretty sure Square Enix would work with Platinum Games in order to get something done there, whether it's at a state of play or something like that, like we've seen before. So I'm not so sure that it's going to be anything along the lines of a major publisher and working with them. This seems like they're setting up their own publishing line, starting with the Wonderful 101 and then other games that they're working with in order to get published. Although with Capcom, I'm not sure if they'd be able to obviously own the IP and publish it if it's Okami or something like that. But maybe it's working together with them. Maybe they've purchased an interest stake in it, or they've done something in order to get some of these classic IPs back, stuff that they've worked on before in the past. Maybe even something like Mad World, for example, being brought back. So you never know when it comes down to it. Now, getting on to Bayonetta 3, I think that Bayonetta 3 could be the tease as well. That could easily be it, right? That could be what they're teasing. Finally getting some new information on this, finally getting a reveal trailer to line up with the Nintendo Direct. That could also be it as well because, look guys, we haven't seen Bayonetta 3 since the original trailer, that CG trailer back in 2017, was it? Yeah, 2017 at the Game Awards before they announced Bayonetta 1 and 2. So I'm thinking that this is finally where we see Bayonetta 3 because people have been waiting for it. We're going on 3 years of the initial reveal or announcement for the game. I think it's time, and I think that this could be it at this Nintendo Direct if it's happening on February 27th. Now, all this could be happening without a Nintendo Direct that I'm talking about here, but it's just kind of lining up with some of the rumors that we've seen so far and what's going down. So I want to know you guys' thoughts on all this. Let me know what you guys think. about what Hideki Kamiya had to say about Platinum Games teasing something. What do you guys think it's going to be February 27th? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, moving on to the next topic here. We're going to be discussing Masahiro Sakurai, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Fighters Pass Volume 2, and how Sakurai has stated that this will be the last round of fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and the future of the series has not been decided yet. He doesn't know what he's going to do after this, and we've heard this before, but this might just be it when it comes to Super Smash Bros. So in his weekly Famitsu column, here's what Masahiro Sakurai had to say. We've got some bullet point quotes, so shout outs to everybody who put this out there. We announced that we would make another 6 characters, but the 6 characters themselves are decided, and there are no plans to make any more beyond that. Basically, after we release these 6 characters, our work on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will finally come to an end. I'm not the one who decides which characters will participate. My position is to take up the proposals from Nintendo. I am always consulted, so if I'm not convinced a character will work, I can turn it down, but we will never cancel for a lack of ideas. I can't work on anything else while I'm working on this. Basically, any future of a new game directed by me is gradually disappearing, and personally, I'm fine with that. I have never worked with a personal desire to create a new title or direct. I can't say definitively that there is no possibility the Super Smash Bros. Series will continue after this. Both myself and those in charge at Nintendo haven't thought about the future at all. Releasing new content without holding back isn't ideal when it comes to making your game last longer. Letting them out in small doses prolongs the lifespan of a game. That's why adding these 6 characters is a luxury. This is so much to dissect from Masahiro Sakurai. One, it's very commendable that he would say this. He's very selfless, right? He creates these games in order to make other people happy. His own personal desires in terms of what he wants to do isn't on the table here, and that's the reason why he's made Super Smash Bros. For so long. That's the reason why he continues to go through the torment of his hand almost falling off that one time with Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and adding characters and the DLC and everything. I think that Masahiro Sakurai has deserved a break. Masahiro Sakurai deserves rest after this. I think even after the first volume of the Fighters Pass, I would have been completely fine with everything there. Heck, even if you look at the base roster of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that is fine. That actually dwarfs rosters of some series with multiple games combined in terms of characters. And that's franchises that have been around for years, right? So the fact that Masahiro Sakurai and Nintendo have worked this hard to put this game together, along with the big team over at Bandai Namco to make all of this possible, is just absolutely amazing. And I'm forever grateful for what Masahiro Sakurai has done. He has just provided literally hours upon hours, thousands of hours plus of content for us when it comes to the Smash Bros. Series over the decades that it's been around. So Masahiro Sakurai can relax after this. I want this to be the final pack of characters, and let this man rest and let this man work on something new. I don't care what anybody says. We need Kid Icarus Uprising 2. Plain and simple. We need that game. It needs to come. We need a brand new sequel to Kid Icarus Uprising. So Nintendo needs to let Masahiro Sakurai chill after this, and he needs to work on that game if he wants to work on that game. Or he can ride his Batmobile off into the Japanese sunset if he wants to. Either way, I'm fine with it. Masahiro Sakurai has done enough. He cemented his legacy as one of the greatest developers of all time. He has the best-selling fighting game of all time. He has nothing left to prove after this. He didn't have really much left to prove anyway, but he has really nothing left to prove. He's left it all on the table there, man. He's done everything that he could possibly do. The dude deserves a break, and he deserves to work on what he wants to work on, enjoy his money that he's made, whatever the case is. Take his wife out to dinner, take her out to vacation, travel the world, do whatever he wants to do. So after he gets this done, I don't want to hear anything else about characters and stuff like that. It's over after this, guys. It's done. Let this man rest. Let him enjoy his money and enjoy his time, enjoy his family, and let him direct another game if he wants to do another game. Let him do that. But really, to be honest, there doesn't really need to be any more Smash Bros. For a very long time. The Wii U flopped, so obviously they wanted to get another Smash Bros. Out soon. So that's the reason why we got Smash announced and released so early in the Nintendo Switch's life. But at the same time, man, it's over with, guys. It's over with this. This is it for the most part. So hopefully he really means that. Hopefully they don't say, oh, here's another Fighters Pass and all this. Hopefully they don't. It's done. We got enough characters. Everything is set. Everything's good. But that's what Masahiro Sakurai said. So we'll see what happens. So what do you guys think about all this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt on the Nintendo Switch is the next topic that we're going to be discussing here. And there is a huge, and I mean huge update for this game. There is all sorts of stuff that is increased in terms of graphic settings and what you can do, and it's quite surprising considering what they've done with this game since it launched. It's actually really cool, and probably one of the best things that I've seen that they did with this is the fact that you can have cross saves with the PC. So cross saves with PC on the Nintendo Switch version of the game. That is exclusive to the Switch version of the game, and they've essentially created a on-the-go slash home console or home device powerhouse, right? Because you can't do this anywhere else. Because check it out, if you're on your PC and you're playing the game and you're like, man, I really like my graphics when I'm at home, that's cool. You don't lose that by buying The Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch. You can play that at home on your PC, enjoy all the graphic settings and everything that's on your decked out PC, and then when you go on the go, where you can't bring your PC if you don't have a laptop, or if you don't want to worry about bringing some big bulky laptop with you somewhere and have more of a handheld system, and obviously you can't bring your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox One, you can take your Switch version of the game and transfer over the save to that and continue playing, then transfer back when you get home. It is brilliant that they did this, and I honestly feel that that right there could increase the sales of The Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch for PC fans that really want to play the game on the go and are willing to take that sacrifice, because it's on a small screen and it looks pretty good on a small screen. It's not going to look as good as it looks on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One or your PC, but on a small screen it looks great. So this provides, I would just say, an extra option for consumers out there in order to enjoy The Witcher 3 even more. So I think that is phenomenal for guys who have PC and that's their main way to play, but they still want to play Witcher on the go in a more portable and compact form. Very good update to the game. They also tinkered with a lot of different graphic options and settings. You can go around and mess with things, kind of make stuff sharper or not, and they did increase the optimization of the game, make it run better. So overall, they're continuing this development on the game, which is awesome, right? Now remember guys, Saber did this game, which recently just got bought by THQ Nordic. So it's interesting that they purchased pretty much a port studio at this point. Saber, they've done so much work with ports on the Nintendo Switch. So I wonder if THQ Nordic saw all the amazing work they did, especially with The Witcher 3, and was like, man, we need them for our games, like Darksiders and stuff like that, because Darksiders 3 still isn't on the Nintendo Switch, despite that being an Unreal Engine 4 game. And while Darksiders 3 looks great, I mean, obviously The Witcher 3 is a game that probably has a bit more tech packed into it, yet they were able to get that done on the Nintendo Switch, and they haven't been able to get that done in terms of Darksiders 3 on the Switch yet. And there are plenty of Darksiders fans on Nintendo platforms, so it makes me think that they want to have them in order to get Switch ports done way more effectively and better. So we'll see what they do going forward in the future, but overall this is fantastic to see. I love that the game is selling well. They talked about how the game did well on the Nintendo Switch. It brought in a lot of revenue for them, and that's why you saw this continued development on the game. So it's good to see. So what are you guys' thoughts with The Witcher 3 getting this big update? I know I'm happy for all of my Witcher fans out there that are playing the game and enjoying it. I know it's a solid game, has a ton of content. It's a lot of fun for people out there playing. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final topic here, guys. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. We've got DLC pack number 3 details. And for all of you Fantastic Four fans out there, well, get ready. March 26th is your day, because Nintendo has just announced the release date for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order's 3rd DLC pack, Fantastic Four Shadow of Doom. March 26th, let's go, man. And obviously the new DLC pack will feature the Fantastic Four, and with that you'll be taking on the infamous Doctor Doom. So pretty cool that they're going to be having the Fantastic Four in there. I'm not the biggest fan of the Fantastic Four, like the Thing and all that stuff like that, Mr. Fantastic. I mean, it's all right, it's cool, but I've never been the biggest fan. But it's cool that Marvel Ultimate Alliance not only is selling well with well over 1 million units sold so far at this point, but also continuing to get great DLC to expand the game and to get players to continue playing. Marvel Ultimate Alliance has been a surprise to so many people out there. I mean, we knew the game was going to be good, but the fact that it's selling as well as it's selling, and also getting this amazing content continuing to add in. I think it's even better than what some people thought when they first announced the game. And I'm happy for everybody out there who's playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, having fun. I actually bought the season pass myself, and I'm just getting around to checking out Gambit, which is just awesome in the game. So Gambit, that's my dude. That's my favorite X-Men out there. So I'm happy that the Gambit DLC was out, and I'm having a ton of fun with that. But I know there's a lot of Fantastic Four fans out there that are going to be hyped to play this on March 26th with this content rolling out. So what are you guys' thoughts on everything that we discussed here, from Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Platinum Games, everything like that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the link in the description below. We've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really does help us out. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe here on PlayerEssence, and share the video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.